Today we are going to discuss the topic plant and animal cell. Here the question is, what is cell? Yes, you are right. Cell is the basic structural, functional and biological unit of all known organisms. Cells are the smallest unit of life and hence are often referred to as the building blocks of life. And did you know? The study of cells is called cell biology. We are saying that cell is the smallest unit of life. But is there anything smaller than a cell? Right now, your body is doing a million things at once. It's sending electrical impulses, pumping blood, digesting food, making protein, storing fat, and that's just the stuff you are not thinking about. You can do all these because you are made up of cells, tiny units of life that are like specialized factories, full of machinery designed to accomplish the business of life. But have you ever thought what inside the cell? Yes, you are right, organelles. These are the structures smaller than a cell. Cell organelle. Think of it as a cell's internal organ. These are specialized subunits, usually within a cell, that has a specific function. The name organelle comes from the idea that these structures are parts of cell as organs to the body. An organelle is a membrane-bound structure. Just like cells have membranes to hold everything in, these mini organs are also bound in a double membrane of phospholipid to insulate their little compartments within the larger cell. You can think of these organelles as smaller rooms within the factory with specialized conditions to help these rooms carry out their specific task. These organelles are found in cytoplasm. Now we will discuss different organelles of plants and animals in detail. Nucleus. The cell nucleus contains cell genes and controls the cell growth and reproduction. It has a double-layered nuclear membrane around it. The nucleus is usually the most prominent organelle in a cell. The nucleus is small and round and works as a cell control center. It contains chromosomes, which are thread-like material which house the DNA. The human body contains billions of cells, most of which have a nucleus. It was first found by Leeuwenhoek in 17th century. Nuclei are small bodies often seen within the nucleus. The gel-like matrix in which the nuclear components are suspended is the nucleoplasm. Cell wall. A cell wall is defined as the non-living component covering the outmost layer of a cell. Its composition varies according to the organism and is permeable in nature. Cell walls separate the interior contents of the cell from the exterior environment. It also provides shape, support, and protection to the cell and its organelles. However, this cellular component is present exclusively in eukaryotic plants, fungi, and some prokaryotic organisms. Fungi cell wall is made up of chitin, a derivation of glucose. Plant cell wall is made up of cellulose and it provides structural support and prevents desiccation. Some prokaryotic organisms such as bacteria also contain cell wall. However, they are chemically different from the cell wall found in plants and fungi. The prokaryotic cell walls are composed of large polymers known as peptidoglycans. Cell membrane. Cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane. It is a double layer of lipid and proteins that surrounds the cell. It separates the cytoplasm from the external environment. It is the feature of all cells, both prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Cell membrane provides protection to the cell. It also gives the cell its structure and regulates the material that enters and leaves the cell. It is a selectively permeable barrier, meaning it allows some substances to pass and others to not. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a material that is present inside the cell. It is composed of water, salt, and various organic molecules. Some intracellular organelles, such as nucleus and mitochondria, are enclosed by membranes that separate them from the cytoplasm. The term cytoplasm is divided into two words, cyto and plasm. Here the cyto means cell and plasm means stuff. So it's cell stuff. So think about a cell as a big water balloon and the water balloon has a little pieces of fruit floating around in it. And the cytoplasm is the water in the water balloon and it's little bit thicker than the water, but it makes up the majority of inside of the most cell. The fruit pieces which are floating inside the water are the organelles. Endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic means inside the cytoplasm. Reticulum comes from the Latin word for net. Basically, an endoplasmic reticulum is a plasma membrane found inside the cell that folds in on itself to create an internal space known as lumen. This lumen is actually continuous with the perinuclear space. So we know the endoplasmic reticulum is attached to the nuclear envelope. There are actually two different endoplasmic reticulum in the cell, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is the site of protein production, while the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is where lipids are made. Endoplasmic reticulum is the route for transportation of materials. Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is also known as Golgi complex, Golgi body, or simply the Golgi. It is an organelle found in most eukaryotic cells. It is responsible for packaging proteins into vesicles prior to secretion. It works as a mail room that sends our product to the customers. It was identified in 1897. Vacuole. It is the storage structure of the cell. It can hold food for later use or waste for removal. It keeps the cell firm by taking water. Chloroplast. Chloroplasts are oval shaped and have two membranes. An outer membrane which forms the external surface of the chloroplast and an inner membrane that lies just beneath. Between the outer and inner membrane is a thin intermembrane space. The space within the inner membrane is called stroma. Chloroplasts are found in only algal and plant cells. It is an organelle that produces energy through the process of photosynthesis. The word chloroplast comes from the Greek words chloros, which mean green, and plast mean formed. It has high concentration of chlorophyll, the molecule that captures light energy and gives many plant and algae a green color. Mitochondria. A mitochondria is a round to oval shaped organelle found in the cells of almost all eukaryotic organisms. It produces energy known as ATP for the cell through a series of chemical reactions. In addition to producing energy, mitochondria store calcium for cell signaling activities and generate heat. The number of mitochondria per cell varies widely. For example, in humans, red blood cells do not contain any mitochondria, whereas liver cells and muscle cells contain hundreds or even thousands of mitochondria. Here the question is, do the plant and animal cell have same shape or do they have same cell organelles? Yes, you are right. They don't have same shape and same cell organelles. Now we will discuss difference between animal cell and plant cell in detail. Animal cell does not have cell wall, whereas plant cell has cell wall in it. It is composed of cellulose. Animal cell has irregular shape But on the other hand, plant cell has fixed shape. Many small vacuoles are present in animal cell, but in plant cell one large vacuole is present. Chloroplasts are absent in animal cell, but chloroplasts are present in plant cell. That is the reason they can make their own food. By the process of photosynthesis, nucleus is present in the center of the cell in animals, but nucleus is present on the side of the cell in plants due to the presence of large vacuole. We will wrap up this lesson with the activity fill in the blanks. Number 1. Small structure within a cell that performs a specific function is the dash. Number 2. The dash is found outside the cell membrane in plants and provides support and protection. Number 3. The dash contains cell's DNA and acts as a control center. Number 4. The dash is the gel-like material surrounding the cell's organelles. Number 5. Space for storing food, water or waste is the dash. Number 6. Chloroplast enable the plant cells to dash. Yes, you are right. Small structure within a cell that performs a specific function is the organelle, and cell wall is found outside the cell membrane. It also provides protection and support to the cell. Nucleus contains the cell's DNA and acts as the control center. Cytoplasm is the jelly-like material surrounding the cell's organelles. Space for storing food, water or waste is the vacuole. Chloroplasts enable the plant cells to make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Thank you for your time. Allah Hafiz and take care.